Hello, I'm Asif Farouk of Finextra, and we're here at EBA Day 2014 in Helsinki, and I'm with Davide Girompini of IBM Financial Services. Davide, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
So let's talk about real-time payments. What are some of the challenges that a bank has providing real-time payments to a global customer base?
Well, you know, the need for real-time payments or immediate payments, whatever is the way we want to call them, is really coming from the market, from the consumer base, from the mobile revolution. So I think banks have to face two major challenges. One is to cooperate with the central infrastructure to build the railways to perform this service. But then, of course, the major problem is the internal situation of the banks, that in payments are still pretty much based on batch solutions. So I think it's a technical problem, but that could be overcome because, you know, vendors and the bank themselves have now solution to overcome the technical problem. I think it's also an organizational issue. So it's really combine retail payments or consumer payment and wholesale payments. The need for real-time payment is coming both from consumer, but also from corporate, you know, for urgent payment. And I think banks have to realize, and I think they are now understanding that real-time payment is not just per se the payments, but is the idea to have a greater level of real-time information. For example, you know, give back to the corporate a real-time information about the payment, or inform the consumer about the availability of the funds on their account. Real-time payments have different type of models. It's real-time payment like faster payment, or in Singapore is actually more the fund transfer, the settlement is still on batch. So I think it's not really the matter of the technology behind the solution, but it's really the new business model. The business model that sees payments as one of the different solutions and services that banks can bring to their customer on a real-time platform. So I do believe that from a technical point of view, there are the solution to overcome the current situation in the banks. Banks have to realize that this is definitely the next wave of the revolution in payments.
Okay. So for three things, compliance, liquidity management, and infrastructure, what do you think banks need to do in those areas to provide immediate payments?
Okay, let's start from infrastructure and then go to liquidity and compliance. I think infrastructure, is where we are probably in the better position. You know, we have very good ACH. UK built a very good solution, even if still based on an old format. I think we have the proof on the market that the infrastructure is really something that now the banking industry is able to provide. Even the SEPA infrastructure is basically already available for some kind of real-time payments. Liquidity management could be an issue. So moving to something that is similar to a real-time payment or real-time gross settlement payment, also consumer payment, can bring some issues that now the banks maybe do not know how to face. For example, sudden peaks of liquidity, unpredictable use of liquidity. So I think that probably an area where also as a vendor we have to help the bank in understanding or in helping them in analyzing the data, the historical data, the seasonal data, to have a kind of behavior of the consumer so that they can predict the liquidity needs. From a compliance point of view, that's a big challenge. Right now, basically all the real-time payments initiative have been domestic, so within one country, within one currency. Everybody is talking about real-time cross-border payment. That is going to bring a lot of issues around anti-money laundering, know your customer, So maybe the first approach will be with a limit in the amount that you can settle or use a faster payment or a real-time payment. So that, I think, is where the bank should really discuss between themselves and the regulators, how to maintain high level of control without stopping the business to move to the real-time payments. That's definitely the next big issue, to move from domestic to international real-time payments.